Hello, everybody. Welcome back to An Orrery of Souls side quest. When we last left off,
Ateles had jumped ship.
yup, Ateles had jumped ship. We had arrived at the wharf in Vagantia. The Black Nail crew was just making ready to disembark the ship when Ateles decided to dart out the staircase from the crew's quarters and bail over the entire deck into a fisherman's net that had been set up down on the wharf. Made it, curled up into a nice tight little cannonball, and is in position to be able to follow the Black Nail as they leave the ship.
Can I get a perception check from Ateles?
From Ateles, absolutely. These. I don't care what your target number was.
You crit?
No, I didn't crit, but it was a 19 with hope.
Ateles makes eye contact with Ridley after he has left.
Okay. Gotcha. Right on. All right.
Brynja saw him jump ship.
Nice. Good call. We had also established that Nivelle was going to be Narse's nurse's assistant, essentially, as ship's surgeon. It was going to be his duty to administer doses moving forward. And it was an intention to try to dilute that mixture as much as possible, which might mean some tuning, some latitude, some experimental tuning to figure out what's going to work and what doesn't work. So the Black Nail crew, as they're stepping off of the ship, the captain or commander steps to Captain Nivelle. Says, obviously, we know who you are. We know the name of your ship. We'll be able to track your movements relatively easily. Mention this or anything like it to anybody, we'll come for you.
Fair enough, sirs. It was a displeasure working with you, but that's all there is to say.
You've served your purpose. He turns on his heel, gathers his crew up, and they head to the gangplank.
So what's Ateles doing then?
Ateles is we said he was fluffing the net as though he were working on it, and is waiting for them to get in front of him before he disengages from the net and begins the task of finding out where they're headed.
Let's do a fate check real quick.
That is hope.
Brynja will lean over to Captain Ridley and mention the stowaway has made landfall.
That worries the captain. The captain starts fidgeting with his garb and leaning over the deck to try to see if he can see where Ateles might be. Do you think he'll be okay? Do we need to send somebody to Ateles? He's not exactly the most responsible soul.
This is true, Captain, but also it's Ateles. While he's not responsible, he is clever.
That he is. That he is. That he is, Brynja. Thank you for reminding me of that. He seems to spend a lot of time using that cleverness for ill, but
might work in our favor this time.
I certainly hope so.
We could look to send Gror after him, but that might be too many bodies following one group.
And as you said, he's the stowaway. They don't know that Ateles even exists. So if they were to spot Gror, who they've become familiar with over this past near to a month, that could upset things. We're going to have to trust Ateles.
That sentence doesn't taste good.
It does not. I fear I need to boil some tea.
We'll have to stomach it for now, though. So, as the Black Nail gets ahead,
Yeah.
Can I have Ateles make an agility check?
Agility check for Ateles.
Agility or finesse? Let's say finesse. Finesse check.
A finesse check.
Please fail. It'll be amusing.
It was with hope.
Yeah,
It was with hope. I'm maxed out anyway, but
So you maxed out anyways?
I maxed out on hope, yeah. This was finesse?
Finesse.
It was a 3 + 1 + 1. So 5 finesse.
As Ateles notices that he's supposed to be paying attention to people, his fumbling with the net has tangled his hands.
I'll spend an action to become.
Take a moment to get out of it. They won't far, but all the fluffing and
right, it's gotten him.
Yay.
Yay. He then has to double time to get back into a spot where he can see which way they might disappear. This is a populated wharf in a populated city.
Yeah. What does it say Divinity is again?
It's
40, just short of 45,000.
Yeah, 44 and change thousand people.
We are by the Copper Gate.
Correct. We're at Copper Gate here, which, just so that you have an idea, Copper Gate is for our purposes, the river is much closer to the Copper Gate Road. Yeah.
Only we could fine-tune these maps. And save the fine-tune.
Right, and save, yeah. So, we'll leave Ateles to that for now. The captain is concerned with ship's operations, so he heads down to Kane and wants to check on ship stores.
Which ship's stores should still be pretty good.
Should still, yeah, considering we over-ordered, but he needs something to occupy his time while we wait for Ateles to set a fire somewhere.
Yeah. Tiger still hasn't remembered the goblet. Tiger's sitting on a really cool gift.
He really is. So that is Captain. That's Kane. That's Ateles, Brynja. And
do we have anything to try to unload? Try to sell off?
I don't know. We've got fish.
Fish.
We've got fish. So yeah, we could probably send. Well, yeah, yeah.
How for to what do?
While Kane is going through the ship's stores and telling him everything we're okay on and what we might need, the captain finds himself distracted, wondering if he can trust Narsse to perform as first mate. That means in the past that has meant giving her the ship's purse. That has meant arranging for contractual negotiations. That's a lot more than just ordering the ship's crew around.
Yeah. So
Kane's droning just literally fades into the background when the captain has this thought, and he finds himself lost in figuring.
Honestly, while Narsse is on the lure, she has not displayed any overt negativeness, anything that might betray anything, really.
Right, it's only when she's in the throes of the hook that she really seems to get sketchy.
Yeah. So, that being said, I can see the situation being that as soon as Narsse is finished with a meal, the captain would send her out supervised with Nivelle to do whatever needs to be done landside or staying on the ship while he goes landside. I'm not certain which one he would lean towards more. I can see him pushing to be the one to go landside.
Yeah.
Because keeping her where all of our people are, where we can keep her in check if landside were to go long.
Right.
Then that would be the smarter idea. I can see that being the fit. He would look to keep her on the ship.
I'm sorry, Kane. So we're good.
Mostly, Capt. We're good mostly.
All right, put a list together. I don't know how long we'll be in, but anything that you feel is immediately necessary. I'll see if I can take care of that. We're going to need to find another contract or two while we're in town. So
Nothing is immediately necessary, Captain. Don't worry about that just yet.
thank you, Kane, as you were.
My Captain. I want... I mean, that's the one that makes sense. That's the one that's going out anyways. So let's do a knowledge roll for Captain Ridley, because he's the one that's going out anyways, and also the only one that has a bonus in knowledge.
Okay.
The only one that has a bonus in knowledge. Let's go with that number, and this is going to be to see if he can think of a potion place or somewhere that might be able to help Narsse's condition.
Gotcha. So we have rolled a 10 with hope.
That is a 12, and I put it at 13.
Nothing.
Spend a hope, well traveled.
Right. He's been to the port before. Yep. Spend that hope.
So that puts it up to a 14.
All right. So something comes to mind.
Where do I have that information stored?
Yeah, that's not. I don't have that printed out. I don't have Vigantia printed out, but I do have Vigantia. So let's take a look at that.
What do you mean you weren't prepared for this?
Vigantia locations. So we're gonna start in Coppergate.
Yes.
Oh, I need to arrange these better. Newgate, Noon Hill.
I believe Coppergate should
Coppergate,
be
got it,
second
got it.
to last.
Well, this kind of seems fated, if you ask me.
Really?
What are we looking for?
Bottle restoration. So something to help with
Narse's condition.
Um,
So in Coppergate,
oh dear.
he remembers the alchemist's orrery. A shop that seems both ancient and impossibly advanced. The exterior is a stark windowless facade of polished obsidian. Inside, the air hums with a quiet power, smelling of rare minerals, ozone, and old knowledge. Instead of shelves, glowing orbs float in slow concentric orbits, each containing a single perfectly preserved magical item. The shop is a silent, reverent space, a museum where the exhibits are for sale to the right client.
Okay.
Oof. Can you make a? We'll do a simple fate check here.
That one and
if you roll hope, then lexicon is banded. If you roll fear, he's a data barrel.
He's a noob. Is he a newbie? He's banded.
Interesting.
Hope, right?
Yep.
Hope. Because that's a 12 versus 4.
All right. So, Lexicon is a unique clank whose chassis is a seamless blend of polished silver and dark wood. He has multiple delicate arms ending in fine manipulators, uh, which lends me to believe that he is maybe
He's,
not banded,
no,
but is
he's a
from Clanketta.
he's
He,
a new
he's
clank.
going to be he's going to be one of Quant's more recent designs if he's got multiple arms.
Well, there were
If those were heavy movers, that was construction stuff.
there was
Oh,
security.
and security. Yeah. But this is in a magic shop. This these
It would
are
still make sense.
they're ending in fine manipulators.
Yeah, it would still make sense for him to be a new clank.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So don't know if he's got anything useful on the shelves.
So there were a couple of ideas that we had that would help prolong her suffering or delay her suffering, prolong her treatments. One of which would be the sleeping sap.
Right.
Anything that will alleviate stress is going to be a big deal. But right now, the biggest thing we need is Tiger to remember that he's got a gift for the captain. But yeah, when it comes to magic items, I can't think of anything that would not completely break anything.
Right.
Especially given the last time we thought of this really cool nothing, and all of a sudden it's kind
It's
of an
got
OP item.
big implications, yeah, to our specific situation. It was utterly random, but turns out that it's a big deal.
Yeah. We found that cup before the situation popped up, too.
Yeah.
So it was not planned at all.
It was, no, really, it was before I even knew that that was a possibility.
That
So,
was the day before, too.
yeah,
The day or the day before that? That was the first day we
it was the
went there.
first day of shore leave, yeah.
And then all of this started on the third day of shore.
Yeah.
Not planned, we promise. Granted, we're saying this and they planned the whole thing.
They play, yeah, it's all scripted. We're just a crap version of Critical Role. It's all scripted.
Even the long silences.
They're there for a reason. So the captain makes his way to that specific part of Copper Gate that houses the obsidian tower that is the alchemist's orrery. And he steps in, and let's see who is in attendance. Let's see. Well, we'll see if on evens the proprietor is there. On odds, it's just Lexicon. The proprietor is also there. Master Kalen Sunharrow, an elf. Sharp, intelligent eyes that seem to analyze a customer's soul as much as their coin purse. Lexicon looks up, makes eye contact, gives a silent nod, and then looks to see if Master Sunharrow
is in the room at least.
Yeah. Master Sunharrow looks up and sees a respectable-looking, kind of hoity-toity-looking captain. So
Hoity-toity-toidle?
Hoity-toity title.
That's gotta go in that thing.
Okay.
I love that too much. A hoity-toity-toidle. Hello, good master. I'm hoping you might be able to assist one of my crewmates.
What seems to be the concern?
Well, we had a fascinating encounter that has resulted in the only thing I can think to call it is a drug. They are horribly behaved without it. We want to try and see if we can find a way to get them away from it.
Well, there are certain things that we can do to withdraw the material from the system or neutralize it while in the system, but one worries on the nature of it seems perhaps this is an addictive property, an addictive substance. So
it seems as so. They behave perfectly fine and actually seem a tad sharper with recent dose, but several hours pass and they are irritable and combative.
And the desire for more is an active desire, or?
Yes. They need their next dose.
I have a product that I've been marketing for quite some time called the Sobering Stone. You place it on your tongue and it instantly negates the effects of the alcohol that are in the system. But for a chronic imbiber, one who drinks to insensibility on a regular basis, it seems that alcohol can cause in some an addictive behavior. One finds that the withdrawal of the alcohol from the system can put an extended user into hallucination fits and ill behavior, such as you described. This can accelerate the presence of the withdrawal symptoms. It's fine for the occasional user who needs to sober up quickly, but one worries that without that buffer, that time buffer of the substance actually working its way through the system, one might be slamming them into that withdrawal state, and that could cause undue harm. Would be my worry.
That doesn't quite sound appropriate for what we need, anyways.
My skill is in enchanting. I work with consumables and with items, not necessarily with people or with spells themselves. I certainly use spells, but I myself don't know that I would have within my repertoire anything that could assist in the long term without, as we say, accelerating these negative conditions.
Perhaps if you had a small piece of the potion, you might be able to reverse it. Would that maybe help?
If it's a magical effect, it's likely that I could do something to manipulate it in a way or another. It would definitely be worth experimenting, but it would be no more than that. Experimenting and the effects, because it's experimental, could be negative, could be worse than the condition itself. That is the nature of experimental use, is one places one's fate into the hand of the moons, and if you've a care for this person,
That we do. It won't do well then.
very well. If it's an alchemical effect, I doubt I would be able to do anything.
Would you happen to know of a person or place we might be able to get that help?
In Newgate.
In Newgate?
Master Lyrian might perhaps be in a position to assist. He tends to work with perfumes, but they are more alchemical in nature than my offerings.
Perfumes are still closer than magic, unfortunately. It would definitely be worth a check. Thank you very much for your assistance.
I wish you well. That was just the first one I came across, so give me another. So that is it for what I have here. Now, in a city of 44,000, it's very likely that there are
something somewhere.
Yeah, so we can do fate rolls to see whether or not
Fairs is the tavern district, right?
Yeah, let's see here. Twin Fairs.
Dragon Rise Hub is where the Avante Collective runs.
Yes. Yeah, so Twin Fairs, yeah. Twin Fairs has the tavern district, yeah. And that was like a 3-block area that was specifically dedicated to just those. But yeah, this is Twin Fairs tends to have where did it go? Yes.
So from Coppergate to Newgate to go track down that one lead, somebody would have to go through the rest of Coppergate, through Noon Hill, maybe Mist Hill, and maybe piece of Twin Fairs, depending on what roads they take, just to get to Newgate. That is literally, if you're taking the short way, that is through all of Gigantia, practically.
Yeah.
Now the other option is going around the wall, but that I mean, there's a couple of gaps in buildings in between Coppergate and Newgate, but still, there's a lot of space to go through.
Yeah, he could hire a carriage. He could.
Even aside from that, I'm trying to think.
Oh, how much retail space he would be exposed to in finding.
Yeah.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yes.
Would you go the maybe quick way going through town and eventually get lost? Non-zero chance.
Right.
Or do you go all the way around the wall just to make sure that you get to the district you're trying to find, not necessarily the shop specifically?
Right.
And honestly, with his well-traveledness, I can see him trusting himself enough to go through town.
Yeah, he'd be less likely to get lost. Yeah. All right, so let's give him. I'm setting a target number since he's going to be exposing himself to 3 different districts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 districts. Let's say he goes through a way that takes him through all 5 districts. We'll give him all right, I have it set. And well-traveled plus instinct. Since he's not operating on knowledge, he's operating on instinct. I have a problem with that one.
Okay, so that. Mark that hope to use while traveled. Eesh. So that is a 8, 9, or 10.
Still not enough. Target
7, 8,
number was
9, 10.
Target number was 14 to track an alchemist or someone, an herbalist, anything like that. It's gonna be difficult. The odds are.
So he stays on the main road, basically.
Yeah.
Because if you follow this road all the way up into the center, and then go straight north.
Right. It'd be, yeah, up to there, and then straight up north to the new gate, and new gate is out on this side here. But that is where the alabaster vial. And we'll give him another check on the way out. So. A small, pristine shop that feels more like a laboratory than a store. Crystalline shelves hold dozens of delicate glass vials filled with exotic perfumes, each one magically chilled to preserve its scent. The air is a carefully balanced and intoxicating symphony of rare floral, spice, and mineral notes. We'll do the same check we did before, see if Master Lyrian is in attendance or if it is his staff member. It is only his staff member.
That's discouraging.
A young gnomish lady named Bixby.
That sounds familiar.
She is at a chem station that is on the back wall but is open for view. She's used to giving kind of performance art exhibitions on her art. When the door jingles with the captain's entry, she takes just a moment and sets whatever it is that she's working on down, and turns and greets you relatively warmly. She's got glasses on. She's got the gnomes have big heads in our world. But she's still pretty. She wipes her hands on her work apron and greets the captain. Good day to you. How can the alabaster vial be of service to my lord?
Fair day to you as well. I was hoping that y'all might have something to help cure addiction.
We tend to service those who are interested in fragrances, both soothing and decorative. But my knowledge is quite extensive. While it's out of the purview of the shop, it's not out of my purview. I wonder if you can be more specific.
I have a crew member that has been exposed to a drug that, while they are on it, they are perfectly fine, a tad sharper than they normally would be. But as soon as it starts to fade out, they become irritated and combative, demanding another dose.
Can you give me I'm gonna say target number 15. Uh, this is an NPC, so roll a d20, and I will add an advantage die because she is an alchemist and would be absolutely curious to if she had heard about something like this in the past, she would have run some of it down at least.
Right.
Target number was 16. I have rolled a 4 on the advantage die.
I have a 9.
So that's a 13. So unfortunately, she has not heard of anything like this.
Unfortunate, but given the specifics of what we're talking about, it's not surprising.
Yeah. This is not something that I am immediately familiar with. Do you have a sample which I might be able to analyze?
We are in possession of some of this drug. I'm perfectly fine giving you a small sample of it to try and hope to experiment a reverse for it. I do not have it on me at the moment. It is with my ship's doctor at the moment. I can look to get it to you tomorrow, though.
Yeah, we're not particularly busy, so my guess is that I would need only a few hours for you of time with a small sample to be able to at least tell you more about it. Once we know what components from which it is derived, we might be able to tailor some sort of cure or some sort of a crutch, something that might help lessen the effect or something. We might have more options, but I would need to spend some time with the compound.
And that is perfectly acceptable. The sooner the better, all in all, but also we only have so many doses left, so we need to try and be sparing ourselves.
Understood. A single dose should be what I need, barring some unforeseen circumstance.
In the meantime, you wouldn't happen to know where I could find something to alleviate or maybe put to sleep?
Fate roll.
Okay.
Critical 8s.
What does that mean? Either was higher.
I'll still count it as a critical. I will say that she's just recently come into some sleep sap.
One of the things that we were talking about.
Yep. It's
That'll work.
Unfortunately, it is not very easy to come by. We have a quantity which affords me the ability to be able to part with some undiluted. But unfortunately, it will cost. Nine handfuls of gold for 7 doses. It's almost a full bag of gold.
Yeah, and Captain does have that, but not well.
do a fate roll to see if he's got it on him. I would imagine he should.
Right. Well, he would probably also have an exchequer's a bill. So when you are a known business person or ship's captain, you can give notes. It's a note of credit, essentially.
As good as an IOU that actually counts.
Exactly. And it's not that we have to come back and pay it back. It's that they can take this note to our banker. And a good captain has a banker in every port. So.
Okay. So fate roll to see if he's got the bag on him right now. He does not.
Okay, so he's going to have to write a note.
Why doesn't he have the bag on him? Okay. So I suppose he will write that note out then. And is he wanting to get all 7 doses?
That's what she's willing to part with at the moment. She wouldn't be buying the entire shipment that she's received. So he wouldn't be buying the entire shipment she's received. That's what she's willing to part with.
But that's the question. 1 dose is 8 hours of sleep. So that's the question is does he want all 7 or would he only want like 2 or 3 to start with to try and pinch his pennies?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where do you think he would stand on that?
Given how much time there can be in between ports, having to suddenly steer off to go reach a port to go, I don't. There's enough ports. You're not going to go more than a day or 2 before you can turn back inland and find a port. So there's no guarantee that anywhere else is going to be able to have anything.
Right.
I would say that his care for Narsse, combined with the unknown quantities that we're dealing with here, he would probably want
look to play it safe.
Look to get all of it. It'd be worth the coin. He's got plenty of money on account. So this isn't going to be any kind of a sacrifice.
Okay. So yeah, we will. Click that button there. And now he has sleeping stuff.
Righto. So we came out of it with something. And got someone to do some analytical work for him when he receives the sample. So there is that. So then it's back through town again. I'm going to be doing one of these also because he's going to be keeping an eye out for cargo possibilities as well.
That'll work.
So these are fate, right?
Sure.
Okay.
What'd you get?
We found some cargo. We got an 11 with hope.
Cool. Double 8s.
We both critted on 8s tonight. That's bizarre. So we have found It was an open air stall made completely out of timber wood, but there were the walls are not walls. The walls are hanging, drying herbs, long sheaves of them tied up in such a way that they are curtains that allow some light and only the lightest breeze to be able to pass through them and into the interior. All kinds of herbs that are not only found around Vigantia and the nearby coastline, but from all over Feel. This is given its critical double eights. We have found someone of substantial knowledge and substantial resources.
I've learned a thing.
Yeah.
There are actual things just there are actual herbs that are considered good to help fight addiction.
Right on. All right.
So I have potential answers on the real life side of things.
A Porsay.
The dolphin man?
Pigkin. Or
Okay.
Boarkin.
His stall is full of truffles.
That's there is a pretty substantial truffle section, yes. You found me out.
This is a very serious campaign. I hope you know that.
Welcome to my stand. I am Lissalin. I'm here at your disposal. What is it that I can do for you? Are you in need of I have teas. I have remedial herbs. I have sleeping aids. I have all manner of herbal rectifications. What can I assist you with?
I'm wonderfully fascinated by the teas, but I'm here for a purpose. I need something to help one of my crew members fight addiction.
Ah, we'll do the same.
Did that work?
Hey, we've heard of it.
Is that another crit?
It was not a crit, but it was a 19 with hope.
Okay.
But if it was a fate roll, it would have been a 12 with hope. So,
Still counted for something.
yes. Well, what manner of addiction? Can you describe the substance, and can you describe its effects?
So it is milky white substance. Practically disappears. A single dose practically disappears in water. Then, while on the drug, my crewmate is sharper, so to speak.
able to navigate social situations easier, perhaps negotiate
We
or
haven't given her many opportunities
solve
for either
problems.
of those, but she seems sharper.
This is the kiss. Yes, I've heard of this.
And gets irritable when falling off of it.
Nigh to combative and even suicidal if denied the substance for long durations. Yes, I am familiar with this. While I haven't encountered any users, the word in our circles is that this is a growing issue, not just within the walls of our city, but it seems across the West in general. We're seeing more and more users of the KISS. And it causes us great consternation. I have been gathering a list of potential compounds and the ingredients thereof that might be of some assistance. And she starts shuffling through, brings out a stack of notebooks, stack of notebooks. And then she starts flipping through each stack, sorting through, looking for the one that's
Herbalist guide to nothing.
right, or to everything.
No, nothing specific. Specifically nothing.
Nothing specifically. Nothing specific. Oh, gotcha. Okay. She then goes to a corner that has a sheaf of hand-pressed paper and a quill and an ink pot, and she starts making notes, starts scribbling notes. Given and what she's while she's writing, she's also communicating to the captain. Given what I have heard and what little bit of information I've been passing with some of the people that I've been communicating with, both in the city and without, it seems like these are the most likely to be able to assist in reducing the effects of what they call the hook. This is the period of withdrawal that a user encounters when they've gone for. It seems that 4 to 5 hours seems to be the window. Outside of that, their health and vigor and attitude both begin deteriorating outside of that 4 to 5 hour window. And now she's not making a list. Now she's actually assembling a recipe. You'll have to forgive me, without any actual means of testing. All I can do is estimate, but I assure you my estimates are worthy of adherence, provided you send me notes as to the efficacy. I can make adjustments relatively quick turnover times. And now she's gone back to she's got like 5 pots on an open hearth, and she's gathering ingredients, assembling them, and she takes them over to the table and starts pulling them off of stems, dropping them into a bowl. She grabs the pestle and starts mortar and pestling, grinding the herbs. Then she takes a set of spoons and starts flipping through the spoons, and they go from bigger spoons to smaller spoons, and so she's measuring doses into another cup. and she's putting it all together, and then she takes it over to the fire, and she starts to actually brew this compound that she seems relatively confident will provide some sort of benefit at least. Um,
Awesome.
so, num 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 num. She gets everything going, and then she turns around. She says, "You mentioned a crew. What manner of crew do you run?"
We are merchant crew. We are transporting goods from here to there.
Really?
Yes.
As it happened, I'm in need. It was a critical. I'm in need of services such as yours. It was my intention this afternoon to head to the wharf and see about arranging for the transport of a certain amount of cargo.
I would be happy to help. If you're helping me, I can most certainly do what I can to help you in return. Services paid both ways, I'm certain would be fine. What do you need and where do you need it?
I have a storehouse outside the walls of the city where you will find a few crates, which I have need. There. We said D6. Ooh.
Is it going far? It's going far, isn't it?
It's going back.
Ew.
She's got a shipment going to Shame.
We're in Shame.
I know, but it's going. It's not going up and around into the west. It's going back along the coast. So we've got 1, 2, 3.
Longton?
Yep. Or no, this is a Bodhi. It's on below the Bat Island on the peninsula, sticking up.
Bodurilanum.
There.
Okay, hand. Which ones are you counting? Ateles.
Right. So I started at 1, 2. I saw 3. Yeah. So there's. If we don't count Vincalis, I started at Amodusium. 2, Jupi Sioraka would be 3.
Yeah, I guess that could be counted. It's got the river there.
I see. Oh, so yeah, no, because I hadn't noticed that. Coabulian. I can't quite see what that is.
Covalbium.
Covalbium. I hadn't noticed that one.
It's covered with trees.
Yes, it is. So I skipped that one, and that meant that the Bodurellanum, was going to be number 3. But we'll stick with that. It's relatively close anyway.
No issue either way.
Yeah. So I have hot damn, this is a hot rolling die. 6 crates of products that will be met with a cart driver at Bodilla Ridley.
Bodenham. Just cut the fucking middle out.
Right.
Bodenham.
The cart driver said that he would be in town, or in that town, for a 2-week period that would be starting in about 4 days. So anytime 4 days from now to 2 weeks after that would be a good for him to take reception.
It's 4.5 days out.
That was my guess. That was
These 3 knuckles are 100 nautical miles. Well, we have decided 100 nautical miles is 1 day of travel.
This 6 crates on a 4-day journey would be worth probably a half a chest of gold. But
There is service trading as well going on right now.
how do you mean?
Getting an alleviation for Narsse.
Right. That, and I was just in the process of trying to figure out how.
And she didn't have to go all the way to the war.
Yeah, right. So normally she would it's a matter of how much you would charge her to transport it. So how much would the captain shave off? How many days or doses would he need in order to completely negate his fee? And then start from that. So yeah, it would be. We said it was going to be a half a chest of gold
To start.
which is 5 bags.
So I guess the question I'm hung up on right now is how effective are the doses going to be? But we don't know that.
We have no idea. Yep.
How help? Big help? Little help? No help.
So for the captain, as a reader of people in negotiations, he has been able to glean from her demeanor and from the way she was talking and how handily she prepared.
Yeah.
She knows what she's about. She knows.
Confident this is going to do something to help.
Yes, she is confident of that, and he is confident of her confidence. So I feel like the captain would ask, how much can you prepare in how short a time?
Yeah, that
Uh,
was going to be my next my next thought is basically if he can get a dose a day for the journey there and then maybe the journey back. Because if this helps and we don't have an actual solution yet,
we're gonna need more.
we're going to need to come back.
Yeah. So 8 days is a good testing period, and so yeah. So
We've got plenty of dose to work around that. And if Novell can find the right sub dose to help keep her sated,
right.
then yeah, he would hope for 8 doses, and I think that would be a good enough space.
Okay. Let's roll a d10, and this will give us a number of handfuls per dose. Handfuls of gold per dose. Up to 10 handfuls, up to a full bag for a dose, because it could be that some of these are hard to come by ingredients. What have you rolled?
I don't want to look.
You don't want to look?
5!
Okay, I was going to come do it for you.
I just didn't want to.
So we're looking at 40 for four bags for the
For
8
8
doses.
days. Which means she would still have to give us a bag of gold for the delivery. That's actually kind of good for us.
And good for her too. It seems like, yeah.
That's decent deal.
That's a good trade. So we managed to find a decent treatment. What are the effects of an herbal remedy on the hook?
I'm back. Okay, so 8-day trial period, which basically means we have to leave as soon as we have the goodies, and then deliver them, and then immediately start our way back.
Can you take a look at that town and see what the population is, and see if there's if it's going to be a likely source of any cargo for the return trip?
Nope.
It's not, or you can't.
1,908 people.
Right. And
Nope.
I mean, even lumber might be.
I can see lumber. There's a decent amount of trees in that area. But it is also a peninsula, so fishing town.
Right.
Ooh.
pearl harvesters.
Ooh.
They've got a bay right there.
Yeah, they do. You're absolutely right. That's pretty cool.
That's pearl harvesting territory. Okay. Only 2,000 people though. Not great for that, but something to work with.
Population is primarily rooted.
Right, right. All right. Some tidekin thrown in.
I was just thinking Tidekin would actually make a lot of sense there as well because it's right across the
From the Tidekin Island. Yeah, you're right.
Tidekin and Ribbit. Gonna be hanging out right there together.
Right on. I like it.
How's Kane gonna feel about that?
He might have family there.
We'll find out. We'll find out later.
Okay.
So, as it stands, we have 2 forms of alleviation. We need to get the substance back to Newgate as early as possible tomorrow. And in that same trip, we should be able to go collect the crates for delivery.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You said it's outside the walls.
It's outside the walls. So it's Four Crests, Cattlewell, Newgate, or outside Coppergate. It's 4. So we're starting at Four Crests. No, we'll say starting at Cattlewell. That way, Four Crests is number 4.
Fair enough.
Starting at Cattlewell, it's in Newgate.
So that'll be nice, easy.
Yeah. We're in Newgate, right?
We are on the way back to the ship.
That's right. Okay.
We have left Newgate, or we have the Alabaster file.
Yeah.
On our way back to the ship when we found this lovely little stand.
Right. So when we drop the sample off, we'll be able to pick up the yeah. That works out perfect. Right
The
on.
dice deem itself.
Yep. It's the story the dice want to tell.
Love that.
All right. I have.
I somehow keep shaking the whole table.
I have generated the Silkbane Drought. I have effects of suppression and detoxification, and I also have a list of recipe items.
Interesting.
So, what was her name? Her name was Lisellen. Lisellen, pours this sludge. It is a... Where'd it go? Oh, it's right under here. Hello. A thick, pungent sludge brewed from stabilizing herbs and grounding minerals. Smells of wet earth and iron. She drops it into a clay pot, and she takes a wax seal and presses it onto it. It's a nice soft wax. Presses it onto it and puts it into your hands. And she says, "This is how many doses? That will be."
We were looking for 8.
We were looking for 8. It's a pretty big silk pot. So yeah, that could be all 8. It could be all 8 doses. And then she picks up that piece of paper where she had been writing the recipe. She says, "This should be the equivalent of 4 bags of gold. And this can be the 5th.
Recipe for it, yes?
Yes. I don't mean to hold her hostage.
No.
But I feel this. I have it in my head now. I can make more. You're not depriving the city of a remedy. But you won't be back if I give this to you. But you might not be back.
But you would also need to know how well it worked.
I would need proof of how well it worked. I would want proof of how well it worked. I've been doing this long enough that I feel like my confidence is high.
Fate.
Because this is pretty 50-50.
Yeah.
In my head. He will take it.
And that will be our business for today. Will I be meeting you at the pickup for the crates tomorrow?
No, you can. You'll be picking up from Abden, my man, at my warehouse.
I suppose it's a chance it won't be me to pick it up either, so that one will have to see how the chips fall.
But I'll have my girl run to Abden and let him know you're to be expected. Someone representing Captain
Ridley, the Lasonia.
Of the Lasonia. She makes notes and look, I wish you well. I'm sorry that the hook has been set in your friend, and I'm certain that this will aid her. I realize you've paid for the right not to, but should you choose to, word of its efficacy would be deeply appreciated. And were you to need some more, I'd be happy to provide that for you.
Hopefully we won't need more. For the best reasons.
I certainly hope so.
Good day to you.
And good day to you, Captain. Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Dipping sap, silk Spain. We've got choices.
Yes.
And a whole lot of drug that hopefully we won't use.
We won't need all of. Nope, that would be a good thing.
But you see, now comes the question: how do we dispose of that? We can't pour it into the ocean.
Of the silk, the kiss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just sounds like a bad idea.
Get a bunch of fucked up fish.
Pouring that into any water source is just not good.
Right?
Not a good idea.
So it's likely that boiling it off might have some mitigating effects. It's possible that simply burning it off.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
We still need what we've got. Well, Narsse's hooked. So, true.
So it's another 2-3 hours walk to get back to the Copper Gate and back to the Lasonia.
That should be Ridley's day.
All right, let's do one more check to see if he can come up with another contract. You want to set a target number? What do we want to do, Fate?
Let's do a target number. Because he is going to be keeping his eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
But also, he wants to get back to the ship.
Right. All right.
He wants to go see if any of this is going to help.
Yeah. You got it set?
I got it set.
That is a 17 with hope.
Awesome. That target number was 16.
Oh, very nice. An 11 and a 6. All right.
Because he's focused on getting back to the ship to make sure that Narsse hasn't torn the ship apart.
Right.
It has been a day.
It's been, the better part of a day, but Novella's been there to keep her dosed. So give me a 2d12s.
Uh, 18. And I do have the 11 selected from earlier for what you had rolled.
What did I roll 11 for?
When we were on our way back, when I rolled the double 8s.
Ah, gotcha.
You focused on the double 8s instead of the 11 that you rolled.
Right. That was I kind of rolled that into what Lasalia had.
Just wanted to make sure that wasn't forgotten.
Yeah. As it happens, no, it's hey, it wasn't a 24, so.
Look, and this is the town to have that in too.
This is the town to have this one in as well.
Oh dear.
Hence the as it happens. Our cargo will be a heavily reinforced and officially sealed crate from the Avantrium Collective. The manifest lists precision mechanical components.
And nothing else.
Correct. It specifically says these are non-sentient replacement parts for a wealthy client's service golem. But where?
Oh, hey. We're going to Bodnum.
Right.
Yeah. We've already talked about it being pearl farmers.
Oh.
Plank can do that too. Golems can do that too.
Yeah.
As long as they're waterproof.
Sure. Just for ease's sake, we could say that's the same destination, as luck would have it.
Yeah.
And with a low population and a potentially high dollar export like pearls, I think they'd be pretty well off.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Sounds good. This will be worth 5 chests. Spare parts is expensive.
And heavy.
Yep.
How many crates? 'Cause we got 6 from her,
Right.
and we only have so many spots left.
It's 3 crates. 3 big crates. So if we look at boom, we go to here, we go into here. Oh, I don't do that. I do that. I don't care about that. There.
Okay.
And then we get you, and actually let's not do that. Let's go back to there and let's do some text. So we've got, once again, we're looking at heavy crates, and there were 3 crates.
That is the number you had said, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna do, no, that's not what I want to do.
We got 6 crates of herbs, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and those can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 for balance.
I do not see that.
I haven't written it yet.
Your mouse is not on this screen. So you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll work. Cool.
Um, this is the hold, so I can ignore that. And we will have, that's the other thing, on the way back in, he's gonna have to sell the fish.
That should be an easy enough thing to do at the docks itself.
Yeah.
I mean, we're still making money.
No.
Yes, Dad, we're gonna be rich. That panicked no was interesting.
No. Why? I want to get rid of this. Oh, you know why? I bet you I know why. It's because it still thinks this is there. Yes, that's why. There we go. Even though it's transparent, it's still interfering with accessibility to the other parts.
Gotcha.
Okay. So there we go. We got almost a full hole here. Wow.
Yeah, there's still some room.
There's still 8 more slots. 9 more slots. Oh no, that's nope.
Six, 7, 8.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep.
So yeah, Captain gets back to the ship. Let's go back in time.
Okay.
How's Telly doing?
How is Ateles doing? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have to do at least one of these. We've got that sorted, so let's go back over to here and go back over to where we got here. Four Crests is Fairy Town. Okay. It is a long journey to their destination. They are going to cut through Coppergate, through Mist Hill Arch, through Dragon Rise Hook, through Twin Fairs. They're going to Cattlewell.
Okay.
They're literally going to the opposite side of the city. So let's do... How many per district?
What's the specific path?
So the shortest, the most direct path would be straight up the main, up to the square here, and then down through this path here. So we're looking at Coppergate, Mist Hill, that part of the hook, and then Twin Fairs. Pretty wide swath of Twin Fairs. Almost nothing in fact, from what we know about this line here, is the barrier for the property of the Avantria Collective. So this will be a fenced off area here, but this is an open path.
Okay. So
I have to apologize to everybody watching because the map is sideways canted, and that's BS. Three per district?
per district.
All right. Coppergate, go ahead and set me some targets. We are doing finesse checks to make sure that Ateles doesn't get spotted or...
I have the first 3 selected.
All right. That is a 15 with fear.
So, here's the thing. You do remember that the Dracona was already paranoid because he got a glimpse of something jumping off the ship.
Yeah.
I had it set to 17.
Ooh. 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 Didn't even make it out of Copper Gate before he got made. Youch. All right.
Does 17 feel appropriate, though?
Given that they don't know who, it feels high to me. But paranoid enough they would normally be. And then with the Dracona already being on high alert, I see the argument. Yes.
Because I was going back and forth between 17 and 16.
Right. I mean, 12 is a 50-50. 13 is the high side of that 50-50. Given that they were already normally very perceptive and very paranoid, a 14 sounds fair, and then with the Dracona being on high alert, a 15 sounds fair. To the 2 off is I can't argue with it. I can't argue with it.
Well, it likes 3 tonight. Okay, so I will. It's all the way down to a 4 now.
Well, that made it easy.
It's been a while since they've been in town.
So I don't think you have to change anything. Bex.
You don't?
I don't. It's arguable, and it's not like Ateles is an experienced.
Sneaky.
Yeah, he's not a rogue. He's a magic user. He's an asshole who, very rarely actually pays attention to himself and his effect on others. So it's fair. It's fair.
Okay.
So what happens? How does Ateles give himself away?
So my first instinct is he gets too close, and he's
giving him the stink eye.
he's 2 eyes on. He's getting too close, and the Dracona. Fucking what?
All right. So let me do a presence check to see if we can. You didn't see me.
You spin this.
Yeah. Given that this is a first offense, this is the first time he's drawn attention to himself, but the Dracona is on high alert and has made him once. I'd say that's let's keep it at a 17. Gotta beat what broke us.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If he can't pull this off, then he's gonna have to give up the goat. It's not a critical fail, but it is a 4 with a presence of +1, which makes it a 5.
Lovely.
Yeah. So the Dracona turns around and says, "What?" And Ateles, who thought he was doing amazing, of course, absolutely convinced himself that he was a spy.
As invisible as you could get.
Yeah.
As invisible as he is physically capable of being.
I think he would be scared out of his skin. I think if the Dracona actually turned around and faced him and said, "What?" I think he would literally jump and be hitting rooftops. So I think literally this is agility. See if he can land someplace useful that will aid in an escape. That is an 18 with fear.
Appropriate. Beat the 14 I had set.
It did beat it?
It did beat it.
All right. So what is the fear element here?
Bad hand grips. He struggles to get up. They see where he's going and probably keep track of him while he's up there for now.
Right. All right. So yeah, he's absolutely not going to be able to pick up the trail again.
I can see that. They're going to wait until he fucks off proper.
Yeah.
Before they continue moving. And he gets out of firing range.
Yeah.
And that's all he's worried about at the moment.
So the Dracona grabs the shoulder of the commander and points up at the scrabbling feet and tail of the monkey, and says, "Let's wait. There's a tiki bar. Let's have a drink." And they set up to spend at least an hour before they...
I imagine that would be enough to bore.
Also, Ateles will notice that the commander sends out both of the skulks, and they disappear into the crowd.
Okay.
So Ateles realizes that not only are they going to be looking for him, they know who they're looking for now. He can't stay in one place, and because they know exactly where he is right now. So,
but the question is he going to go back to the ship? And
if he bolts right now, he's on rooftops, and they're not. So if he bolts right now, he can get away without them tracking him back to the ship
too easily.
So I got him because it's Ateles.
Yeah.
We're going to do a knowledge check to see whether he thinks he can camp out here or whether he tarries a little too long before, and whether the skulks can get to him. So go ahead and set a target number for that.
Now it's Ateles we're talking about.
Right. This is a +0 check. He does not comprehend.
Thumb or index?
Thumb. They've got him under their thumb right now.
Good luck.
+0. That is a 9.
Neither one of those would have been good. So it was between 14 and 15.
Ooh.
Thumb was 15.
Okay. Yeah. Ow. All right. So he's like, if I move over here, like 8 feet away, they'll never know. They'll think I've gone far away, and I won't be where they last saw me. So he scoots over just about 8 to 10 feet and perches in what he thinks is a concealed spot. One of the skulks roll a d4. Odds is goblin.
Odds it is.
The goblin skulk shimmied up a water spout and as soon as he possibly could, and got up and over fast enough to actually watch as Ateles settled his butt down in this brand new hiding spot. I will. What is? It is here. This is Goblin Skulk. Oh. Ugh.
You leave that paper somewhere else.
Apparently, I gave it to the girls. Oh, no, wait. I know where it is.
In the other room.
Because both of the skulks got captured. I'm using a mirror. There's another road cell, so I'm using a mirror.
There. I thought the group sounded a little familiar.
Yeah, but it's not.
Well, no, it's not. This one's got a corner, the other one had a quarter.
Right. So this is difficulty 12. So I'm going to say that this is a stealth check to see if it can, or so it's a perception check against the difficulty of 12. Ateles. It's a +2. Okay. That is a 17.
That beats the 12.
It does beat the 12, but it is with fear. Yeah. So, Ateles.
He spots him. He realizes that was a bad idea.
Yeah. So what's going to happen here is Ateles is going to panic cast and unleash chaos.
Okay.
This is going to be against the target 12. And I would like for you, please, as the fear element of this, to roll a disadvantage die for me. That makes this a 1.
They're not good.
And that's both of my chaos tokens spent in this. So that would be 2 d10s worth of damage, goes whizzing by the head of the goblin, does not impact him. And that means that Goblin is going to, whereas before he would have just
hung out.
Oh, yeah, he's
Now
actually
going to retaliate.
yes, he is. Um,
So you have a backup character, right?
right? No, I don't.
Oh no. Because Ateles is by himself.
Yeah, this is kind of freaking me out. Why did I do this? Why would I do this to myself?
As Ateles. Ateles would, though.
Um,
You've already described him as not the most thoughtful of individuals. He is a reactive character.
so Ateles knows he's there, so there's no advantage on this attack, so that doesn't happen. So this is just a straight dagger attack. You want to roll it, or
Sure.
it's a +2 to attack against a evasion of 12.
It's 10.
12. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's 1d6 +2.
Four. Total. Roll the 2.
Um, I will. How do we want this to be traumatic? He has to learn this lesson. He has to learn this. You don't fucking move 10 feet and call it good. It gets by his armor. He's gonna actually take that hit.
Oof. Look at you causing problems for Neville.
Just trying to give you some more stuff to do, that's all. So, Ateles is not feeling particularly bold right now. We are going to begin a chase. Okay. Never done one of these before, but I am set up for it. No, I'm not. I'm not set up for it here. Okay, not on this screen. That's a bummer.
So how 4-2 won't work.
Earth. We'll do. How chasey is this goblet feeling? Would he run him down to kill him, or would he run him off?
So he did just get immediately attacked by somebody that was following them.
Yeah.
Being blackmailed, that could very easily warrant death penalty.
I think you're right. I think you're right. All right, so. All right, so we're starting. We've got 2 countdowns here. We've got the goblin who is chasing. He starts at a 6. Ateles starts at a 5.
Okay.
If Ateles can, we're going to do a series of
Back and forths.
agility checks as we run and hide and parkour. If I can reduce my countdown to 0, I get away. If you reduce your countdown to 0, you catch me. Yes. Dynamic countdown advancement chart. This could go really easy or really badly. If the goblin catches me, he's going to get his opportunity to re-engage combat. Ateles is going to take his first agility check. He's going to clutching at the wound on his belly. He is going to try to dash and run jump over to the next rooftop.
Okay.
Now we're downtown. You can see how closely packed these buildings are. It shouldn't be that much of a problem for 2, maybe 3 rooftops before he's going to have to worry about jumping over an entire street.
Right. Gotcha.
That is
With fear. Love that.
Yeah, that's a 13 with fear. Oh wait, 13 with agility. My agility, I'm a monkey with a 0 agility.
But you have finesse.
Right. But this was an agility check. This wasn't a finesse
I
check.
know.
I appreciate you trying to find a way, but
No, I wasn't trying to help you out. I was just pointing out that, I mean, maybe you're not an agility monkey. Maybe you're a finesse monkey.
I'm an instinct monkey. That's sorcerer.
Sure. Anyways, that did beat it.
It did beat it. Hot damn. All right. That was a success with fear. And that means no advancement. What?
Sorry. The building moves.
The building moves. Won't you take it? That'll cost you more than 1 fear for the building to move.
Sorry,
That's all right.
that's why I was laughing like that. Like, that's so stupid. I could. The roof caves in.
You absolutely could. Something like that absolutely could happen if you wanted to. You could pay a fear and complicate things easily. That's one of the options you have. That failure with fear means 0 advancement. So
So now the goblin turn, yes?
yes, goblin, same thing. So same target number because they're both 3 feet, both low agility characters.
That's a 3.
That's a 3. That
What, plus 2 maybe for the...
yeah, that'd be a +2 for an attack bonus for the bonus. Yes. So that would make it a 5. So the problem with this is set up for not for adversaries. And this chart was taken out of the book.
Sure. So he just doesn't make the jump.
Yeah, it's all based on my successes and failures.
I mean, he would have to jump the same gap to chase you. Maybe he found the loose tile.
Right. Let's that doesn't make sense either, and it's very likely that this is true. I am not correctly understanding how the dynamic countdown chase process is supposed to work. It doesn't make sense that would only be my successes and failures that advance the countdown.
I think it's assuming that the other party is succeeding just as easily as you are, if not more so. They are on your tail, I would think. Here, let's change this thing.
Yeah, just because this is what I have available. Yeah, we'll look into it next time to make sure I'm doing it right, because I'm obviously misunderstanding something.
I didn't even depict which was which. Oh, but that makes that easy because I'm using Novelle's dice instead of. So that is hope. That is success with hope. 13 does beat 12.
Okay, so
that's not the dice I want to use for this thing. Distinguished dice.
Okay.
So success with hope.
Gotcha. All right, next one.
Same difficulty.
Same difficulty, and that is a failure with fear again. Yuck. Consequence counts down by 3. Plus that 3. I have already failed. Now I'm understanding what I should have done on that, because that was failure. So yeah, Goblin engages. Goblin re-engages. Go ahead and make the roll. 12.
That's a oh, that's a 9. Although that was a 6. That's a 9 on the dice plus 2 for the attack.
An 11 versus my 12. Yes, it is. He's zipping. Ateles will at this point yeah, he's gonna make another dash for it. He's gonna make another run for it. This time he's going to bail off of the rooftops and down into the street.
Into the crowded street.
That is with hope. That is a 14 with hope.
That passes.
All right.
I have to pee again.
I am going to look up these rules because I'm feeling like a jackass. was 11. You. No, you don't. Okay, I was just doing it wrong. Of course, I do everything wrong. Different wrong thing, though.
I did one of these to pop my shoulder, and it popped in here. Owie. Okay. Ateles beat it. What happened next? The goblin chasing still?
I would think so. Yep.
The goblin beat it too.
All right. Fear.
This was with hope.
This was with hope. That is success with hope is 2 countdown. All right. Ateles darting across the street through traffic. That is a 12. God damn, with fear. I'm going to pay a fear, and we are going to do a reaction check to see whether or not Ateles can avoid getting clipped by a fast-paced horse as he shoots across the street. Yeah, give me a target number.
Don't imagine it would be much worse than that. So, yeah. Go ahead.
This is reaction, so no hope or fear is generated. That is 8, 9, 10, 11.
I did not beat the 13 I had selected.
All right, we're going to take
close.
2 points. It's going to be another point of hit.
It ran over his toes.
That one. Yeah, let's use an armor slot. Oh wait, that was that. That is now that. All right, 1 hit point, 1 armor slot. All right. But he made it across the street. Took some damage from the horse, and now it's the I made it across the street. That was with what?
That was with fear.
I said that was with fear. That was success with fear. Means a tick down of 1. It's all tied up right now, 4 and 4.
12.
That is it.
Hope.
A success with hope. That is again 2 tick down. That knocks that down to 2. Goblin seems like he's catching up. Ateles
Seems like it.
trying to dodge. That is a 19 with hope. That is a success with hope. That's 2 more for me. 2 and 2. It's all tied up. We're keeping neck and neck.
$11. He does not beat it. It is with hope.
That is a failure with hope. Nothing on his, and okay. No tick down there, but no progress. Ateles trying to dash up an alleyway, hoping that the people in between us cover his turn. That is a 13 with hope.
Beats it.
Success with hope is another 2, and that means Ateles actually succeeded. That was the 2 that I needed to get my countdown down to 0. Ateles gets away, but the jig is up.
Can no longer follow.
Yeah. This was in Coppergate, so we're literally...
This was
Yeah.
15 minutes after everybody dispersed.
Yep.
About maybe 5 minutes before the captain left.
Yeah, right? Fail. Big fail. All right. So yeah, Ateles goes back to the boat.
Sorry.
Despondent and bleeding. In 2 different places.
Broke toe. Got stabbed in
And
the
I
gut.
got stabbed. This was a bad day.
We spent the last month fighting. Got out of ship duties though.
Right? Enforced vacation. Yeah, so like the Captain Ridley is like coming down the gangplank, and Ateles is going up the gangplank. Like, hi, Captain. Limp, limp, bleed, bleed.
Well, at least you're back. I have to go. Go see Novell.
Hi, Captain.
Disappointing, but hey.
Yeah. Ateles, you useless lump of fur.
Only sometimes, not all the time. He was very helpful trying to help patch up Taiga, so.
Just ask him.
Oh no. Is it Taiga's revenge?
Oh.
That's with hope.
Okay. Ateles would have gone down into the crew holds, into the crew quarters.
So where is Novell at this particular moment?
Yeah, also kind of back in time, right?
Yeah. This would be right after a meal. Because that's when we were talking about the captain leaving.
All right.
So just after breakfast, I suppose.
Okay.
So helping clean up, finishing what's on his plate, I guess.
Right. Narsse feeling pretty good.
Yes, that dose has been handed.
She'll be picking up bowls and silverware along with you.
I am her bestest friend right now, whether she likes it or not.
But see, right now, she cannot be thinking about it. Right now,
Yeah.
she's in this place where she wants to think like everything's okay. Everything's okay. I don't even need to worry about it. All I need to do is make sure that people aren't upset with me, and that means trying to help out. Other than that, everything's fine. I'm good.
There.
So rather than dwelling on any of that negative stuff, she is out loud talking about what she's going to accomplish on the ship today. She's lining out duty assignments, pretending like everything's cool, like everything's normal. She's just being particularly nice right now.
Right.
While she's doing it.
Speaking to herself out loud, making sure people know that she's
on it.
I'm okay.
Yep.
I'm here.
Exactly. And this is so far out of Narse's character that it's just as uncomfortable as if she was in the hook.
In the hook. Yeah. Yeah, that's easy to see.
You and Kane are exchanging glances like, what the hell is happening right now?
Brynja, I imagine, would be smiling a little bit, nudging Narsse. See, you could be like this more often.
Oof. Okay, Mom.
Rogar. They're probably still eating. They're probably slow eaters,
Right?
savoring their food, I suppose. Taiga. Taiga would probably eat his food and then go find something to do. What do you think?
I think, yeah, Taiga would just be coming up from the crew hold to go find that something to do as Ateles is making his way from the gangplank to the stairs.
Please.
I don't want to hear it.
He's downstairs at least, so that'll help.
I hope so. This is stingy. Ow. Ow. He stepped down the stairs. Ow. Ow.
Yeah, that's not going to be fun. So, meta question, how many health points did you lose?
2. Well, no, just 1.
Just one?
Just 1. Yeah, the boot has a tear in it.
I got you. Okay. That's not bad, then. So I could be inefficient or I could be very efficient. I could spend 3 hope to clear 1 hit point. That's the inefficient one.
Right. Ateles is telling the story of what happened. In his blabbermouth habit, he lets slip that he did not go very far away when repositioning. And I think Novell would realize that he earned this, and it's stitches.
Is Novell gonna give him stitches?
That's what I.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
You can give him the slow heal.
Yep.
I imagine Gror's gonna be giggling to himself listening to this story.
Yeah, you showed him.
Bring it. Why the fuck did you run?
Because I only have my boomerang. That's range. I'm not gonna throw when he's in melee range with me.
Nobody said you had to throw it. It's still a good club.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ow! That made me jump.
Sorry.
Did the cat get you?
Not this time. No, it was the needle.
Which is just as bad as the cat. I suppose I should do a finesse check.
He's good at what he does.
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be a finesse check against Ateles.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Against my 12.
I got it.
All right.
It's an 8-9. I got it with fear though, so there's a little crooked in a couple of them stitches, but
All right.
it's there.
So, gonna reclaim that hit point. But next failed agility check could tear that stitch.
Interesting take. I like it. No climbing and jumping the rafters.
What, for like 2-3 hours?
Days.
Days?
You get the slow heal for this. You could have been more careful. You could have not got stabbed. Would have been preferred.
He could have not stabbed me. I had no control over him. Blame his actions on me.
And you could have not jumped ship.
I think that knowing where they were going could have proved valuable.
And nobody's gonna argue with that. We understand why. What we don't understand is why you.
He doesn't laugh at that, but you're right. Grower laughs at that. That's Grower laughing.
A number of us could have done more appropriately. Not necessarily better, but more appropriately than what you had come back with. But, to our knowledge, they didn't know about you in the first place, so what happened is still, I hesitate to say okay.
That Dracona had some sort of magical sensing ability. There's no reason he should have caught on to me so fast. I was so slick.
Nivelle believes him. I rolled an instinct to see if he could catch that bluff.
Right.
And got a 1 and a 2.
I was being really careful.
I believe you. But they're still paranoid assholes that don't want to be followed. Now, we just need to hope the captain comes back with good news.
All right, boys, says Narsse. Let's get up top and set to.
Yes, Narsse. Trying to think. The only I hesitate to say this, but the only safe choice is for Nivelle to have the vials on him.
Yeah.
But one wrong move or anything like that could shatter one of those vials. That's a problem.
Right.
But also, can't fucking leave that shit nowhere because of the nature.
Right.
So
would it occur to him to do some like at later that night during downtime? Would he craft himself a vial harness? Something like he saw on The Alchemist?
I think he's decent enough with needlework. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that being his overnight project.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know if that's going to matter or anything, but it's with hope.
I'd say it goes well.
It's an 11.
It's an 11.
It's a 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Right on.
His finesse is -1.
It's a 10. There is a chart for simple tasks. I wouldn't say this would qualify as a hard. So.
How do you spell
SYMPEL.
That's what I tried first. It didn't work.
It's LE. SIMPLE.
Just so YouTube knows I'm not good at spelling. I'm good at vocabulary, not spelling. Distinct difference. Well, Demiplane doesn't seem to have that. That sounded almost valuable.
That was a magnet.
So not consequential.
Here we go. So, yeah, it's not a very good harness. A 10 would have meant you succeeded at an easy task, but a 15 means you're succeeding at an average task.
Okay. So they hold, and I can wear the thing.
But it's not quite as protective as you would have hoped.
They're not secured, but they're present.
Yeah. You're able to keep them on you, and they're not just floating around in your pouch.
Okay. And so here we would exist through the rest of the day.
Exactly. Just go about ship's duties. Waiting for the captain to get back. He did what? He went all the way across town and then went partially back. Spent time negotiating for that second cargo drop. So yeah, he's gonna be gone for most of the day. I think we can. I think we can call it here.
Seems fair.
And we'll pick it up with the captain reboarding the ship. Yep.
The question is, did anything happen? Because we keep talking about. I mean, we did a whole lot of nothing this session. It was like, I mean, I feel like we actually got some stuff done today.
Yeah, we absolutely did. The captain made a lot of good progress. The captain made a lot of good progress.
He's come back with one delay, one possible solution, and money in the bank.
Right, and jobs to do. So. Yeah, the captain got a lot done. Ateles is a fucking waste of space.
And that's my fault. I shouldn't have said it that high to start with.
No. Like I said, it does make sense. It's easily arguable. Yeah. So I think it was good progress.
I love this one.
The Clockwork City. So yeah, we're gonna wrap this episode of Side Quest up. It was interesting and fun. The only real verifiable progress was made by the captain.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, the rest of us are clown shoes.
I doubt Neville would have been able to do any better. Just saying.
Right, but I mean, as long as he's keeping Narsse dosed and under control, then he's serving he's serving the purpose. He's doing good.
Doing what he needs. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So thank you very much for joining us this session, and don't forget to check in on the main campaign in another few days. If you haven't been keeping up on main campaign, please go check out the playlist for the main campaign. Also, it's something that we haven't made a big deal about, but please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It really will gives us a lot of motivating energy and pride in doing what we're doing. To know that you guys are enjoying it. We love you.
I do have to comment. Next week we will not be posting another side quest.
That's correct.
And then we won't be posting the next main campaign immediately after that either. I have more family coming into town for Christmas, but it's just going to be that one weekend. We'll be right back to it after that.
Yep.
Promise.
We're taking a holiday break, just like probably every other actual play is. So I don't think we're going to be
They're probably going to be
man out.
closer to Christmas.
Yeah. All right. Love. Peace.
Why?
Chicken grease.
Chicken grease.